You listen to music without borders. That was Dearth with "This Is Good." Yeah, I like that. Rock and China says, "Oops." That's okay. We got you. I got you, Jessica. I see. I see. Where is it here? I had it here before. Yeah, free falling. You're on deck. Right now, it's Pink Floyd, "Dogs of War." the Dogs of War, Pink Floyd. Great drums there, Carmen and Peace. I love it. I love it. On deck here, we got Molly Hatchet, Tom Petty, but right now it is Mr. Elvis Presley.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. This next song is a song that was recorded by Olivia Newton-John, and it's called "If You Love Me, Let Me Know, and If You Don't, Then Move It." You came when I was happy, in your sunshine. I grew to love you for each passing day. Before too long, I built my world around you. Yeah, I pray your love never leave to stay. Oh, if you love me, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I can't take another minute of a day. If you love me, let it be. If you don't, set me free. Yeah, take the chains away to keep me loving you. The arms that open wide, hold me closer. The hands that run their fingers through my hair. The smile that says hello, it's good to see you. Anytime I turn around to find you there. It's just so much more that makes me love you. What else can I do to make you see, Lord, Lord? Oh, you have a hell of mine to give. Yeah, the love of everyone can never be. If you love me, let me know. If you don't, let me go. I can't take another day. Yeah, you love me, let me. If you don't, I'll take the chains away. Keep me loving you. Take the chains away. Keep me loving you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The King. You're listening to Music Without Borders.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, is crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too. And it's a long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard. And I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. Now I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. And all the vampires walking through the valley move west down Ventura Boulevard. And all the bad boys were standing in the shadows, and the good girls are home with broken hearts.
Tom Petty with Free Falling, such a great song. Hey, we just got two supers in a row. I think they're going to be superstars. Uh, we've got Barry Goudreau, Dreams, and that's for Johnny. And A Mustache is right here with these. These are two songs I think I have not heard or even heard the singers as well. This is Preston Reed for A Mustache with Metal. Let's check it out. That was cool, actually. Preston Reed, upstate New York. I never heard of the guy. Very, very cool. I like what he's doing there. Very, very, very cool. A mustache. I like that. That was a superstar. Now here we go. Well, Johnny, and this is the name also. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Barry Goudreau with a track called Dreams. Let's check it out.
Lost in a life of luxury, living out all your fantasies. I've been down since you went away. It wasn't love, but it felt okay. My head is numb, I've been up all night. I'll still be seeing the morning light. Can't explain what I feel inside. I wanna run and I wanna hide. My shining hope's on the telephone line. I hope you
it's sad to say I'm from Boston, and I never even really, I take it for granted. I never even knew the lead singer's name, Barry Goudreau. I was like, what part of France is he from? No idea. I know Tom Schultz is why I always think it was Tom Schultz. I know he's the guitar player, but I didn't know that Barry shared guitar with Tom. But when I heard that voice, I was like, oh, of course. I would totally fail that on a trivia question. Now I might get it. Barry Goudreau, the lead singer from Boston. Press 1 if you did not know that Barry Goudreau was the lead singer of Boston. Please make me feel good. Please press 1 if you didn't know that. I didn't know that. And I'm from Massachusetts, Boston. I was born in Framingham, right next to part of Greater Boston now. Barry Goudreau. I didn't know it. That was a great, thank you. And it took Johnny to make a super request for me to look like a fool. No idea that was Boston's guy. Okay, coming on deck here, we've got the McGuire sisters. But right now it is Molly Hatchet. Jacksonville, Florida. Such a great band. Molly Hatchet. Dreams I'll Never See. Star Material. That album came out just before the big Flirting with Disaster stuff. But I actually never heard that song. Dreams I'll Never See. Cool guitar riff. Kind of, I don't know. It kind of reminded me of like early Cars and New Wavy. It was a really good crossover. Very cool. Very cool. Coming up, we've got U2. I've got a funny story about U2, a Christmas story. It just happened in Dublin last week. We got Styx. But right now it is May You Always. McGuire Sisters.
May you always walk in sunshine, slumber warm when night winds blow. May you always live with laughter, for a smile becomes you so. May good fortune find your doorway. May the bluebirds sing your song. May no trouble travel your way. May no worry stay too long. May your heartaches be forgotten. May no tears be spilled. May old acquaintance be remembered, and your cup of kindness filled. And may you always be a dreamer. May your wildest dream come true. May you find someone to love as much as I love you. May your heartaches be forgotten. May no tears be spilled. May old acquaintance be remembered, and your cup of kindness filled. And may you always be a dreamer. May your wildest dream come true. May you find someone to love as much as I love you.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, the face you show me scares me so. Thought that I could call your bluff, but now the lines are clear enough. Life's not pretty, even though I try so hard to make it so. Mornings are
going to say I never heard that song before. Sticks with Snowblind, Star Material on Music Without Borders. Once again, happy Tuesday with Snowblind. I say we have the cold front that came through the East Coast there, and it hit me last night at around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. The wind started to blow. Temperature outside right now for us, it's pretty cold here in Florida. When I just came back from the beach, very windy, wind coming from the northwest at around 15 miles per hour. And I mean, I had a scarf on and I was layered up. It was 63 degrees, and I wasn't freezing, but it was very, very, very cold. Got a lot of oxygen. I felt giddy like a school child. Beautiful sunset, though. Really, really was lovely, lovely, lovely. Couldn't smell snow yet, though. Sometimes we can smell the snow when the wind comes from the north. But I know that it's cold, a lot, really, really cold up in the Northeast right now. And we're going to be cold tomorrow here in Florida, and then we're going to bounce back on New Year's Day. So it only will last for just a little bit here. But remember, I'm acclimated. I'm not complaining. It's just, it feels really cold. It's like, whoa. The neck is like not used to it and stuff. I'm used to like 91 degrees every day and super high humidity. And when it changes, I mean, how much is that of a change? That's 40, 35 degrees change. I know. And the humidity is gone. It's super, super dry. Anyway, I feel like I'm complaining, but I'm not. But I am glad to be indoors. Beautiful sunset it was tonight on Sunset Lady Live. That was great. Coming up here, we've got, and I got all your requests. We're looking at our first reset. It's going to be at the bottom of the hour. I got Ted Nugent lined up. A Pickwick band that I think is going to be a new one for me. I'm not sure if I've heard these guys. But right now, and here's the YouTube story. So, YouTube makes suggestions, right? And this thing shows up, and it says, this was really cool on Christmas Day. And it was lead singer from U2, Bono, just walking around with a cup of coffee, as you do, and one of those, professional cameras that you see, like, professionals, the ones that are super long telephoto. And it's got this thing hanging down off of his hip. And he's got his cool trademark glasses on, and there's this Irish girl. It's in Dublin, and there's this Irish girl busking, and probably about 20 years young, and he just happens to walk by. And of course, this crowd, if you've seen it, it's kind of funny. I mean, I felt bad for the girl because she was like totally on the hot seat. You could see her hands were shaking, all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, it was like a 10-minute video. I watched 5 minutes of it, but then he kind of like, then Santa Claus came in, and it got all lame. But it was very interesting. I mean, what a great thing on your resume. But this a busker, which I used to do. I mean, I never had Bono come up to me and sing the song with me. I mean, the girl was like, I'm doing a duet with Bono. Totally cool. And then he said something like, come on, guys, put some stuff in her guitar case there, Only a few people put some things in there. But I think in Dublin, they're like, we don't care about you, Bono. But that's why he can walk down the street. Nobody really cares. If she would walk down the street in New York City, I mean, it would just, New York City would stop. Here we go. And this song is, hold on a second. This song is this is 37 years old. Man, I'm feeling old. Here you go, Mysterious Waves. Mysterious Ways, U2. I haven't heard that one for ages. We got two supers coming in here. Drew, you're on deck. I haven't, and this one is for Steve. The Flying Pickets. Here's my little funny story about the Flying Pickets. Flying Pickets, and they're doing a cover of Alison Moyet, and Vince Clarke, and this guy, the Depeche Mode guy, and he did Erasure and stuff, and it's so weird that the Flying Pickets actually had a deal after this Only You came out. Then they got signed to an Austrian record company called Hey You Records in 1990, and that's when I was hanging around in Austria and hanging around in that same studio with those guys. And Flying Pickets, they were like a big group. I guess they got dropped from Virgin or whatever, and then but this was a great cover. Of course, this is a song Alison Moyet track. And Vince, and I'm a huge fan of jazz. In America, they call it Yazoo. This is going to be a star because I haven't heard this song for a long time, and nobody's requested this one. But so I have my fingers in, and I know Alison Moyet's bass player, and I know a lot of these people who were part of this whole scene because it's kind of funny. Here you go. It's going to be a superstar. It's an awesome one, Steve. The Flying Pickets, Only You.
Looking from the window above, it's like a story of can you hear me? Came back only yesterday, moving further away. Won't you hear me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of your name, and it's only again, and I need you, listening to the words that you say, getting harder to sing. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da, 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 all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's mine. Can't take no more. Wonder if you understand. It's just the touch of your hand behind a closed door. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
Star Material here. Rob Bradley's Blackwater. Surprise. I think that's what it says. Yeah. Once upon a time, never heard that track before. Okay, we're coming up to our first reset. Once again, happy Tuesday, everybody. I just got another super here from Steve. 66 Bucknick. Now, I played these guys before. Yeah. Now, this is a cool track here. Love Missile F111. And then we're going to do, after this track, then we're going to come back for hour 2 of 3. And I'm trying to get all your requests in here. You guys just slammed me right from the beginning, but I'm trying my best to copy and paste them all.
こんばんは。中央提供でした。でも、昨日、